graduation and Memorial Day parade in town. Woo! Here, we're going to show everybody what we have learned throughout the year. Fifth grade is playing some abstract songs. Our first one is called Abstraction. We talked about what it means, how it gets a little funky in the middle, right? But overall, they have learned a lot, and we now have gotten really good at eighth notes. Next, we have a song called Instinct, which is about our instinct. So you should hear a drum here once our group gets moving. You will hear a strange sound on their instruments. Yes, they are supposed to do it. Yes, it's supposed to sound like screeching. They are doing it right. All right. It was our favorite part of the song to learn, by the way, too. So I hope they practiced it at home, or maybe not. our next group comes out, we will start telling you a little bit about this song. So this next song is called Anchored, and we should make you feel like you're on a ship. We also worked a lot on dynamics in this song. We are going to move away from the ship theme and bring you to a different place. The group really wanted to play the music from Braid. Super Celtic, super hard. We decided that we're going to go through 4 different time changes, a couple of key changes, and, just throw in triplets, which they must have, I guess, enjoyed from our last song, because they wanted to do it again. They have worked really hard on this song, and they have gotten to the point where it sounds really good. When we count, because they know that's my favorite word. So.
Dodgeville High School Orchestra, and it's been a real pleasure. Sorry. I've had a lot of fun working with these kids this year, and thank you all parents for bringing these kids and encouraging them to play strings. We are like the smallest school in the state of Wisconsin. I say this every concert, I think, but be proud of that. I'm really proud of what we've done. I came 24 years ago to Dodgeville and was hired as the high school band director, and while I was getting our house ready to be sold up north, I got a phone call, and it's Dr. Jeff Athey who had hired me to work here, and he says, "How do you feel about teaching beginning strings?" I'm like, do I have a choice? No. So I reached into my 2 years of beginning string experience when I was in elementary school and dug in. I did take some classes and stuff, but I've really grown to, I wish I could grab a violin and model, but I do play a really mean hot cross buns on the violin. But we are going to start our concert tonight with a piece that was originally written for piano with 4 hands by Schubert, and never got played because no one has 4 hands. It's a duet. So this is Marche Militaire, and I hope you enjoy it. It is a European march, so it's not restudied. Fast marches in America. This is a European march, so it's got a more stately tempo to it. Marche Militaire. Our next selection is kind of a fantasy ballad written based off of the great folk song "Black is the Color of My True Love's Hair." I couldn't find any information about who originally wrote that tune, but it's been used many, many, many times by many composers. So this is called "Legend." We usually have 2 seniors in orchestra, but tonight we have 1 senior who's here, and I'm going to give this gal all the recognition she deserves. Michaela Schrader. So proud of how far she has come as a player, and I will miss your candor. She's usually not afraid to tell me what she really thinks about some things, right? But also said many times that orchestra is what she loves to come to school for. So, and I really appreciate that. Michaela is planning to take a gap year, which is a great thing because I did the same thing after I got done with high school. And she's going to work and save some money before pursuing her career in the textile industry, creating fabrics and designing fabrics and things like that. So that's really cool. A lot of creative kids in this bunch here. So good luck to you, Michaela. I have a nice certificate of appreciation for you, and good luck. So a lot of these kids I've taught since like 4th or 5th grade. So it's great. This is the one thing that's so great about being a music teacher is you get to have these kids for many years in a row and develop great relationships. So I'll miss that. All right. This last piece I handed to them way back when after our, okay.
Okay, so I didn't see it over there, and this was already planned. This is from Megan and I, and continuing the tradition of seniors. And I don't know. It's small because there's only 2 of us. But the small ones are the cutest ones, so. So you got us 2 and then our names.
Thank you so much. I have to bring all these pictures home at the end of the school year, so this will fit much easier on the wall. So, as I was saying, this last piece handed out like, oh, this will be a challenging piece. Let's just read through it, see how it goes. And they were like, oh, let's do this one. I really like it. We really like it. So this is called Wired. It's got kind of a rock and roll-y kind of feel, but there's a lot of black ink. They've enjoyed the challenge of working on this piece, and I said a little prayer. So this is, you'll enjoy this piece, Wired.
There's a lot of people on stage right now. So we thought it would be fun to combine the 6th through 8th grade orchestra, give them a hard song that's in a key they don't like, and then add them with the 5th grade band who's playing parts that are different from each other. They also don't like that. If you notice a theme, I kind of push them a little bit. Now, again, my favorite word is counting. That's been the theme of our concert, is can you count? So I'm going to make sure we're all set up in the right place, and then we will get started with great beginnings. The great beginning of counting. Our next song is called Warp Speed. We really enjoy it, and sometimes we do different dynamics. I'm not going to promise that, because it's hit or miss. But when they do them, they sound fantastic. And we like one spot, but there are dynamics throughout the whole thing. They did it earlier, and it was really good, but that's always like a bad luck song on the dress rehearsal. I'm never sure, so we'll see. existed until this song. We really like it. Along with our new little finger symbols, it makes really nice high sounds. We also like those. And then we get to snap at the end. Now, someone like this, like, what if I can't snap? You pretend to snap and it's okay. We have Shadow Fire. Very different than the last two songs you have heard. It's going to be angry. It's going to be minor. It's going to be a break drum sounding like someone's pounding on something. They really love it. With that, we hope you enjoy our favorite song, Shadow Fire.
As you can see, the composer Randall Standridge is really popular these days because that was the third song in a row by him. That was called Dominion, which he set up to be kind of like set up in a fantasy land of make-believe. And he writes so many great things for young bands that are just so fun to play. And that's why he's so popular these days. So, I can guarantee just about every band concert you go to these days, you're going to hear something by Randall Standridge. Our next piece is a nice, soft, gentle run. Hold on, I got to grab my score because there was something I want to read. So this poem by Sarah Teasdale was written right around the time of World War I, and it was the inspiration for Ray Bradbury's short story that was in the Martian Chronicles that was based off of this poem called There Will Come Soft Rains also. But I'd like to read this poem because it's really powerful. There will come soft rains and the smell of the ground, and swallows circling with their shimmering sound, and frogs in the pools singing at night, and wild plum trees in tremulous white. Robins will wear their feathery fire, whistling their whims on a low fence wire, and not one will know of the war, not one will care at last when it is done. Not one would mind neither bird nor tree if mankind perished utterly. And spring herself, when she woke at dawn, would scarcely know that we were gone. So if you enjoyed, There Will Come Soft Rains. That was the wonderful composer and arranger Robert Sheldon who wrote that. Had the pleasure of working with him at a Tri-State Honors Band several years ago. And he was just a wonderful teacher and composer and educator. And it was so great to work with him. So I love playing his music. It's all great. Now, the fun, hard part tonight, seniors. See how smart they really are if they can get an alphabetical order here. So this class of seniors were in 8th grade when Mrs. Ellis retired. And here they are now pushing another longtime director out the door. And I'm just kidding. They've been a really wonderful group and very smart and talented group of kids. I said stage left. J-Mo. There we go. Line up behind J-Mo. I guess we should have talked this through a little better. So I'm going to call your name, and then I'm going to have you come up here and talk about you a little bit, and then I'm going to give you something, and then start lining up over that way, okay? So, you always hear all the crud about young kids today, blah, 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 but I totally disagree with that sentiment. These kids are going to do great things. All these kids are going to do great things, and I have full confidence in what they're going to do in this world going forth after their time at Dodgeville High School. Start here, go anywhere. I've got former students who are rocket scientists, lawyers, doctors, band directors, music teachers, nurses, doctors, everything. And it's just wonderful to see them out there doing great things in their communities. And this will be no different. So I'm going to start with Jameson Allen. J-Mo left us for a while to play hockey in Minnesota, but we're really glad he came back. This is his first concert in a year. And very strong player, so we're glad to have him back in the trumpet section. He'll be attending Michigan State University to major in finance and business management. And when you make all that dough, donate to your alma mater. And if you want to continue doing something athletic in college, J-Mo, join the marching band. Zach French, outstanding artist. Actually, one of his paintings, if you go up towards the office, and there's some shelves by the locker bays, and you'll know which one I'm talking about. It stands out, guy on top of a buoy holding a flare, and it's amazing. I walked in, I saw it up there, I was like, who did that? Zach French, oh my gosh. And apparently another teacher has paid him for it. So he is, oh, you're not gonna let her pay for it? You're not gonna part with it? It'll make you a professional artist. Anyway, played in the Tri-State Honors Band this year and led the clarinet choir to a 1-star rating, and has recently achieved the rank of Eagle Scout, or soon. Okay, it's a great honor. He'll be attending UW-Platteville to major in engineering and physics. Congratulations, Zach. Natalie Giddings, alto saxophone and star of the stage, and another great artist. She has some really creative, cool stuff that she does that's very, very modern, and I like it. I'll miss seeing you perform. You literally made me cry when I watched your theater performance at Solon Ensemble. Natalie has a tremendous love for cows and shows them at fairs all summer long. And she'll be attending UW La Crosse and majoring in theater and art. Congratulations, Natalie. Anna McLonick. Another excellent clarinetist who played in the clarinet choir and was a member of the Tri-State Honors Band as well. You were so quiet, shy and quiet when you started as a freshman. And it's just been wonderful to watch you blossom into this incredibly brilliant leader in the school. She'll be attending the University of Wisconsin at Madison to begin her pursuit of becoming a doctor of neurology. So maybe she'll be performing a microdiscectomy on an old band director someday. Colton James, oboist, marching quadist, which I don't think is really a word, I just made up a new word. And drum set player extraordinaire. I don't know what I would have done without Colton and pep band the last few years, because he was willing to learn how to play drum set and bailed us out many nights. And I was always like, where's Colton? He was finishing his chores on the farm and would come running in. He'd have the drum set set, jump in there, and away he went. Another member of the Tri-State Honors Band this year, and Colton will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison to pursue a degree in finance also. And don't forget about the rest of us when you're super rich. Corley Jewell. Percussionist, another star of the stage, and a Tri-State Honors Band member as well. So at Solo Ensemble, I was walking down the hallway, trucking to an event, and I was going by the vocal warm-up room, and I was like, who is that singing in there? Oh my gosh, it sounds amazing. And they finished, and I peeked my head in, and it was Corley practicing her theater solo, and just belting it out like you wouldn't believe. And I wasn't able to catch her performance, but I know the judge put their pencil down and just went, wow. So I can remember, you starting out, she just turned into this amazing singer and performer. Corley will be attending the University of Northern Iowa to major in speech pathology and minor in theater. Correct? Maybe. She will. She can't get off the stage. Congratulations. Corley will also be traveling to Europe this summer with the Wisconsin Ambassadors of Music in the choir, along with my wife and I, and John Qualley back there. So, looking forward to that. Okay, Garrett Magali, alto saxophonist and another Tri-State Honors Band member. I was really proud of Garrett's work ethic when he got his music for Tri-State, because he came and took his saxophone like every day, just about. And I was like, yes, he's into this. And all these kids did a really great job at Tri-State representing the school and our band. And Garrett will be attending the UW-Platteville to major in computer engineering. Another brilliant guy. Congratulations. Kylie Monagold, trumpet player and another musical theater star in Little Shop. Love your performance there. Kylie is quiet but has been a great contributor to our music program and is always giving her all. Kylie will be attending UW-Platteville, majoring in elementary education, and she's got the perfect disposition for working with little kids because she's so sweet and nice all the time. And patient, right? Liam Wood. That's my mistake. Oops. W comes after T. Sorry, Julia. Well, Liam, you're up here. Okay. Clarinetist who quietly does his job every day in class. Liam is an excellent student and a great neighbor. Lives right up the street from us. remember him walking by our place when he was little, and he would say, "There's Rudy's house." Rudy was our dog. Remember that? Okay, I gotta make sure I'm looking at the right one here. Liam's gonna be attending UW-Platteville next year, and I think Liam would look great in a Marching Pioneers uniform. I had my notes in the right order, but the certificates are in the wrong order. Julia Thompson. Trumpet player, runner, and major OTC sports drink addict. Yeah. The other day, and this is a true story, she was standing at her locker, and I went up to go talk to her to kind of like, "Sorry I pick on you so much in class." And she turned around and had one in each hand. And I'm not kidding you. Remember? Yeah. And remember that time you snuck one into the band and then proceeded to spill it all over the carpeting? She's a great kid with a great personality. Julie will be attending UW Green Bay on a running scholarship and majoring in either psychology or nursing. Congratulations. And the guy whose name starts with a Z, always at the end of the line, Caden Zumbrennan. Cade plays trumpet and also was a marching quadist during marching band. I appreciate him doubling like that because we needed extra percussionists for marching band. Another thing about Caden is he loves extremely loud car stereos. And his back seat is literally all speakers. He can't sit in the back seat. I've seen it. And so he's that one when you hear from miles away. That's probably Caden. Caden will be enlisting in the United States Air Force after graduation. I just want to say thank you for choosing to serve and be safe out there. Congratulations to you all, and thank you so much for making my last year's memorable and enjoyable. I'm proud of you all, and I'm happy to be my last class of seniors. Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna honor Mr. R quick. My little crew's gonna go get stuff, and if Lucy, she's here, right? Yeah. Would like to come up on the stage, you might find this entertaining as well. We're not making a TikTok, I promise. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so thank you for coming to tonight's concert. My name is Corley Jewell, and we are here to honor Mr. Rampant on his final concert before he retires this year. We've prepared the ultimate candygram to send him on his way. So, I will read it, and yeah. So, wait. Oh, you're, okay. Oh, okay. Just a warning, some of these may be not goody. But, here we go. Can we get a drum rolo, please? Over the years, you have taken us on many musical paths, from razzling the crowd with big band songs, keeping things mallow with Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and leaving everyone full of Snickers with some rosin-eating zombies. Every season brought something new, like we heard the whistle popped, like when we heard the whistle pop and the marching band took the field. You seamlessly led the pit through dozens of musicals, and by the end of Act 2, we were extra impressed. Thank you for leading us through the COVID years. It was a rocky road. It was just plain nuts. Now, teaching a bunch of band nerds might not have been the easiest job. I'm sure at times you were thinking, what sour patch did these kids come from? We'd be lying if we said you didn't get annoyed when we moved like turtles when the bell rang. We may have tried to blame our butterfingers on missed notes, but in reality, we just needed to take our instruments home. Still, you do your best at bringing out our charms despite our annoying habits, like the trumpets being too chatty. But hey, they're really social peeps. And anybody would bet $100 grand, that the percussion section still isn't ready. Mr. R, you always made sure our reeds weren't broken and we didn't have wax lips. Thanks to Zots for making band so much fun. Whether you know it or not, we love you very much and appreciate all you've taught us, both now and later. Well, we'd better not lollygag around. We're on a bit of a time crunch. So, now it is time to ride into the sunset with your hot tamale, Lucy. Maybe you'll become a Swedish fisherman and reel in a big whopper. Or perhaps you'll head out west and try your luck as a Jolly Rancher. Dodging cow pies and telling cow tales. But our best guess is you'll head to New York and compose a marvelous score. Noah and Aaron, thanks for loaning us your dad all these years. We all know he's one astropop. Mr. R, please don't be a stranger and be sure to stop by our Necco, the Woods. In closing, we do have some parting mementos, a necklace for Lucy, and a new baton for conducting. It may look like it's filled with sugar, but it's secretly filled with our appreciation. With hugs and kisses, your favorite airheads, we will forever be part of your symphony. And then, of course, we have our frame with all of our faces and seeing pictures. And then one last thing that Julia has to add.
So I picked up a hobby this year of coloring a lot, and so we had a little bit of an incident one day in class because I was coloring when I was supposed to be playing my instrument, and so I thought it helped me focus, I guess. So I got him a music coloring book for his time away from school.
Thank you, Mr. R. We love you.
I told you they were a creative bunch. Oh my gosh. The community of Dodgeville has been so good to me over the last 24 years. I'm proud to call this community home. Thank you to the many parents who supported the kids here, whether it's through the music boosters, chaperoning trips, or just encouraging and supporting your students to be a part of the music program here in our schools. I appreciate you all. To all the great teachers, administrators, and paraprofessionals I've worked with over the years, you are rock stars. Working in the world of education is a calling, and they all deserve as much support as you can give them. To my music colleagues, thank you so much for the support and fellowship and sharing of your talents with us all. I love you guys, and thanks for the kind words last week at the retirement program on PD Day. I'll still host a Christmas gathering if you want. Students, so many over the last 33 years, you are all the reason I do what I do. Sharing my musical gifts with y'all. Sharing my musical gifts with you all has been a huge honor and a tremendous pleasure. So many great kids that are going to become great adults. So many over the years that are doing great things in this world. You all will always hold a piece of my heart and know that making music together will always bind us together. Finally, I can't thank my family enough. Could have never done this for as long as I have without your unending support. The boys coming to many, many concerts, waving goodbye to me as I left on trips with the band. They were always so well behaved when they were little and were great. They were. They were never running around. No one could sleep through anything. And my mom's here, my sister. Thanks for coming. I want to say something. Right before I was about to start college, my father, both my parents loved music and had some great records that I would just disappear into the living room and put my headphones on and sit on my beanbag chair back in the 70s and listen to all these cool old records that they had, and really nurtured my love of music. Right before I was about to start college, my father passed away, and I know he'd be really proud of me. And I'm wearing a pair of his cufflinks in his honor. Right? So, Lucy, I remember when I was going to my student teaching internship right after we were married, and Lexine Weber, my supervising teacher, said, "Are you ready to be a BD widow?" And so many nights and weekends when I wasn't home because I was at a parade, competition, festival, pep band, football game, pit rehearsal, or at a gig, you've never wavered in your love and support, and you have been to every concert. Okay, one during COVID, she watched the live stream. Love you so much. Thank you. I'm not going anywhere. I plan to live in Dodgeville for the foreseeable future. I'll be around, may do some subbing. I'll be going around once a week doing the route for Blue Note Music, and I'll be stopping in every Thursday in Dodgeville to see if there's any broken instruments that need to be fixed. I'm looking at Nish because he's like got a rubber band holding his saxophone together. So it's really been a great ride. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Now back to making music. So I picked this last piece. At Tri-State Honors Band, we had a conductor. I'm going to mispronounce his name, so I got to look at it. Ruben Dario Gomez. He's the director of bands at Southern Illinois University. I can't remember the name of the town. But anyway, he was great. And the kids that worked with him, I was just so blown away with this guy. He's a native of Columbia. And he did a presentation for us directors about getting more people to play Latin music. And I listened to a lot of that kind of music as a kid. I was talking about those records. There was a Tito Puente record that I listened to, Harry Belafonte. Deo, that guy just passed away like last week. I was really sad. But it taught me how to groove. So the song, what I love about Latin music is it's so joyful and fun, and it's a celebration. So I want to celebrate if you feel like getting up and dancing. A bailar means to dance. La cumbia, the cumbia is a type of dance. And there's a Mexican cumbia and there's a Colombian cumbia. This is a Colombian cumbia. So I hope you enjoy A bailar la cumbia.
on behalf of Mr. Ramsden, we would like to thank you for all of your applause and your standing ovation, but I'm going to ask you all to have a seat right where you are. I'm going to ask to indulge you for just a couple more minutes. We know the evening is running long. We're going to also ask Mr. Ramsden, this is my direction, I don't think it's changed. Mr. Ramsden, your job now is to retire to sit next to your lovely wife. What was that description, seniors? What did you have for her? What was she in the candy bar thing? What was it? A hot tamale. Oh my goodness, can we say that on live camera? Anyway, come on down, Mr. Ramsden, and I'll turn things over to Miss Denton.
Woo! Thank you, Mr. Rantham. Now, as we were getting ready for your retirement, we just remembered all of the joy you brought us, and the high schoolers wanted to do something for you. But it wasn't just them. Feel free to keep moving as we go because we got a lot to do. Because it's also the middle school. Mr. R has been down to our school. He has helped us in the summer marching bands. And I don't know how many times they told me that they can't wait till they get to high school and then they get to go to see Mr. R and then play with him and then I know, right? They are so excited, so much fun. Every time he comes over, they're like, I'm gonna be on my best behavior because I'm gonna impress him and he's gonna give me a compliment. And I'm like, all right, you go for it, yeah. But it even went past that. So we have alumni that have come back, former students that decided that they wanted to play for you. We have former colleagues on stage. And now the funny thing is I've heard all year how crazy it is to fit these people on this stage. Now, of course, we have some standing room. And as always, to Lucy, the band mom, we give you the flowers as a huge part of our music family. So the piece that all of us are playing, 5th grade through 12th grade, plus alumni, all different ages, is Blue Sky Horizon, about all of the joys you find in life, little, big, how much joy that Mr. R has brought to our life, how much joy we have had playing, how much joy and craziness it has been to rehearse this while he has been gone. The fact that they had to keep a secret, let me tell you, we struggled with that because we had a hard time knowing whether or not Mr. R knew. And I told them to just avoid him today if they couldn't figure out what to say. So there were a lot of kids that would see him and go the opposite direction. As this craziness keeps going, I'm just going to keep talking so you don't get to see what's behind me, even though you have eyes. I have some very special help to put this together of Miss Hoff. I have had the very special help of Mrs. Bickle, and she is about to be back there to make sure the 5th graders can see somebody. And I told my kids that they get to stand, which they were so excited about, because you only stand in marching band, not at the concert. So, as I help get everybody up, we will start as soon as possible for our last song to Mr. R.
I should have told.
Thank
Thank you so much. I couldn't ask for a better send-off. But we're not done because we still have graduation and Memorial Day parade. So you're all going to come back and do that for us, okay? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Wow. All these people. I don't know what to say. I thought it was weird after we got done with orchestra, and I'm like, violins, why are all your instruments still sitting out on the chairs? Get them out of the way, we got to set up for band. But I just thought they were being lazy. Thanks again. It's been just a wonderful ride, and wow, I'm speechless. Thank you so much. Like I said, music is what binds us all together, and it always will. So thank you so much. Oh, I skipped over this in my orchestra notes, but I want to thank Miss Addison Hoff, who subbed for me for 4 weeks. So I've only had 4 days of rehearsals with these kids since I got back from my back surgery, which went well. Still get achy sometimes, so thank you all. I didn't have to do any setup or anything like that, and I'm not tearing anything down either. So, but Addison filled in for me the last 4 weeks, and she will also be my successor here as band director at Dodgeville and orchestra teacher at Dodgeville High School. So Addison, I know you're here somewhere. Is she playing? She's way back there. Don't listen to the, you got big shoes to fill, because she has her own shoes, and she wears them just fine. So thank you, Addison, and thank you all. I'll be around. Keep in touch.